bridge.
Yeah.
Why?
Because people can't. There have the large slope in this area, and there is very flat. People can't see here have something in this area. Maybe if they first time to come to there, they go the bridge, and they can in this point see all of this area have some different farming in the whole area. They sit here can know this area also have another farming. Maybe they also can see here have another different group.
Okay, so it's a lookout.
Yeah.
So this provides a lookout.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that so? When you cut a section through here, is the quarries going into the ground, right? Say this is the beach. So you're saying put maybe it's on this side, put a bridge in there like that so that people can see it. But is it high? Is it high enough for people to see that?
Yeah, this have the
Goes up, does it?
60 meters.
It's high, 60 meters. Okay, cool. So I think what needs to happen is you need to zoom in to here. If this is a formation that's appearing in a few different places, you're getting the rocks. You said that you're thinking about gathering the rocks.
Yeah.
They already exist around the place, but you're saying bring them together and organize them. And so then it's like, the question is, if you zoom in to this, how does it allow you to grow food? How does it allow this idea of a third landscape to emerge? How does it deal with succession?
More detail.
Yeah, because it looks to me like you've got this is the main intervention.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to know how it functions. How does this function? And how does it fit into this timeline? Like, is this the year 2017? Is this 2017 or 18, where we are now? And then is it bridge 2019? And then is it bridge flat? And is it bridge slightly built up? And then 2022, is it the full triangle? Or at this point, does it just do that? And why? How high does it go? Do you keep building? Do you take away from here and keep building it there so that it does this? So then you can create the lookout there and don't worry about that. I don't know. Yeah, so I think it's like thinking about so you've got this education thing, and this is where this stuff about education and market, that's where you can explore these two ideas and how you see this happening. Because I think you try and think about how this works in relation to that, and also your main theories, which is the third landscape, or techniques, third landscape, object to field, succession. What are your other techniques? Succession?
Blend.
Yep. So then you say, how do I do these? Create this on this particular site. So you start off with the quarry. then you do it in the wetland, and you do it on the beach. But I think for now you think about how they might relate, but you really focus on how you get them working, how you make them work, because they're unique. Quarry is unique, wetland's unique, the beach is unique, and you're trying to do this to create this. And then I think maybe one way to think about it is Project A, and then maybe Project B is how do these relate? Quarry, beach, wetland. You might have an idea about this that you show in Project A, but maybe in Project B you really think about it and you develop it based on how you make those interact, because then that becomes the field.
Do I also need to do more like the detail design about this?
Yeah. So this is I think the focus here is like you've got two elements: the bridge and the pile of rocks. So you just need to show that you're exploring how each of those works, because this is a type of intervention. It's a module. It could be here, it could be here, it could be there, there could be 10 of them, there could be one of them. But as a thing, it functions in a certain way. Brings material together, creates different types of environments, creates opportunities for learning and trading, and growing. Producing is the other one. Right? Producing is a way to create market and education. So it's how does this function, and then how does that function as well? Because I think there might be, if you were to draw a section through here, because your bridge is coming along this way, right? If you were to draw a section like that, what would it look like if you were to do it between here and here? So it does this, and then it's flat, pretty much. That. And so why do you want people to enter from that side? Just because they get the look out, is that right?
Yeah.
Or is there something over here?
Because this part is the port function operation.
Okay, so they can't enter through here.
This area is the port part. So if people come in this area, they also can come in this area, because this also have this part to here. They in the cross they can see there have a landmark in this area. They can go there, but maybe this is like cover sampline they cover the south sideline, separate this part and this part. They can enjoy in this area or not bother this part.
So you want to create a separation, but currently there's nothing actually blocking them.
No.
No physical barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They have some trees.
Oh, that's okay. Because the other thing you might explore is, if this is like that, you're saying build something on top to allow people to access. But you might also say, maybe I want to cut that and use this material.
Oh.
And that idea, you might do that over the whole hill, or you might say, if I look at this in plan and here's my quarry and my infrastructure is doing this, what if I just cut that bit out of the hill. So then you would actually cut, I don't know if this will work or will satisfy, don't know if it will satisfy this third landscape object field, but you can imagine that being like that. Having a direct pathway, if that's the hill. And you've got the access from this side. You just walk straight in. It's from their view. I don't know, just you can test this idea, but this is, you're talking about movement of material. So you can use what's already there, obviously, but there might only be you should try and test if there's that many rocks, when you bring them together, how much does it give you? It might only be that much. And then if you explore this idea of cutting out, then you might say, what kind of experience can I create for people? Can there be opportunities for production? Can there be opportunities for markets? Can there be opportunities for education? Can I create this idea of the third landscape? Yeah. Because the bridge makes sense if you want to make a lookout, because it brings you up to a high point. But that also, as I said before, that might be something that you can create here. Or maybe you do that and this, maybe, because if you have a cut through the landscape here, then this is all in shade all the time, and it's a different microclimate to being in the sun. Sun, shade. Maybe that's something new here. But this movement of material thing, this is an interesting part of your project. You're reorganizing material. Yeah. And that's what a quarry is. It makes a lot of sense doing it in a quarry.
It's like the 3 different designs can testing on the one set.
Yeah, you can try it. But remember, when you're testing, you're always trying to meet an objective. You're not just testing blindly. You're saying, what do you want to create? Then you try designs and you assess them. You say, is this good or is this bad? And why is it good? Why is it bad? And if I change it slightly, if I do that, does it make it better? Or if I make it narrower, does it make it better? Yeah, so it's this kind of this design, research. Lots of people are thinking about this process as you think about all the things, you do all the reading, you do all your research, and then you just produce the perfect design. But this is not how it works. You go research, design. Research, design. Part of this is doing the design and then measuring it. Saying, how does it succeed, how does it fail? Then redesign. Then test, and redesign. Because this is movement of material, I think, makes especially makes sense with the quarry. Then you might say, what's a unique thing about a wetland that I can play with? And there might be particular things that are unique to a wetland, or particular ways of dealing with physical space. And I think wetland, you have water levels go up and down all the time. So that could be something that you play around with. And a beach is kind of like this, but from like in this direction. So this is, change happens vertically in a beach, you have coastline. Here's the coast, and that change happens horizontally. Maybe you do something unique about that.
Lot of work.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to work through it. But this is all, Project A is all about just testing these, trying to narrow in on how you're doing this in a unique way.